Hello, so here we are with the third video about erection issues. And I brought up something kind of spontaneously in the last one about that these issues affect men. This issue affects men whether or not they're with whoever they're with, whichever gender or however they define themselves in terms of gender. So I just want to point that out again because you might wonder, how is it that a woman is helping men with their penises? Good question. Well, I don't know the real answer to that in terms of like why men aren't helping men, except that maybe in the way that I'm doing it, except for maybe they haven't thought about it or they just wouldn't want to do it. So the idea that you kind of have to have a penis, in order to help someone with one is maybe a myth as well, if you ever thought about that. And in that same vein, it really doesn't matter your orientation in terms of getting help, because this is really about, my work is about helping people learn the tools to be able to inhabit their bodies with ease, no matter who they are or what their orientation is. So it's very interesting. Another myth, and I guess I'm just now going into a little bit of like overall about my work, segueing. However, it's important because people may think, what is this? What is she doing? Like, how can you really help men with these problems? And what if for example, they're not attracted to you, or it's almost like, because the therapy I do has to do with directly addressing sexual issues, there's this, I guess, assumption, projection that we're engaging in sex, or that somehow this is a sexual experience. And it isn't. And I want to address that because there's a fundamental difference. And I think I may have gone over this in the intro videos, but what I do is therapy and healing. The other is like you're with your partner having sex, or you're with a prostitute, or whatever it is, you're having an experience or this entertainment. So they're two different things. A person wouldn't dare come to me or even want to come to see me for a sexual experience, because fundamentally they're having problems having sex. So they just, it's apples and oranges. It just wouldn't happen. So I rarely, if ever, in all the years I've done this work, have someone approach me for anything other than what I do. So it's fascinating to me that many people, have no idea. So they just assume that there must be just this sort of open-ended sexual activity going on, and it's certainly not. What this is guided. When we're doing the physical part, we're doing guided touch exercises using the tools of breath and sensate focus. So yes, they get more gradually intimate. However, they're always guided, always with the focus of the person that I'm working with, being able to use the tools from within their body to regain ease, and therefore lessen the stress reactions in their bodies, and the anxiety, and staying grounded in their bodies and out of their heads. So somehow what I've been talking about really just drew me to this, that I wanted to share that, because it's not, the approach is so different, I guess, from what people might imagine. And again, it's going to be tricky to be able to really convey everything fully, because this is an experience, and it's like what you might call mindfulness in action, or exposure therapy. You actually have to be doing it with that leap of faith, engaging in a leap of faith to be able to. So to convey it fully to you all is going to be impossible, for you to feel like you know what this really is and the experience. I'm going to do my best. It's challenging though, but I just wanted to address that, because you don't have to it's not about attraction or about if you're male or female, or it's about helping a person. In a way, it becomes a kind of training over time. So, and again, I'll explain more about what that really means. But yeah, I needed to give you that perspective for myself in trying to illuminate what this healing path is. So, thank you very much.